He was governor before, but now Mr. Segun Oni is asking the Apex Court to reinstate him as a governor of Ekiti State. The former governor filed an application at the Apex Court seeking to set aside the judgment of the appellate court, which removed him as governor. He also asked the court to set aside a ruling by the court which refused to reverse the decision of the Court of Appeal elections. Now, even after it made a case following findings of alleged bias on the part of the former president of the Court of Appeal, Justice Ayo Salami, who presided over the Election Appeal Tribunal.
Of Ekiti State, Mr. Segun Oni, and his supporters at the Supreme Court, Mr. Oni, through his lawyer, is seeking an enforcement of his fundamental rights to fair hearing, which was allegedly denied by the appellate court. According to his lawyer, Mr. Joe-Kyari Gadzama, revelations following his removal indicated that there was bias in the handling of his case by the former president of the appellate court, Justice Ayo Salami, following allegations of communications between the judge and a chieftain of the Action Congress of Nigeria, Senator Bola Tinubu.
Allegation was against the former president of the Court of Appeal, based on certain allegations that were submitted to the National Judicial Council. So we believe this was a sufficient and adequate ground to set aside the judgment of the court, which we believe was a nullity.
Lawyer to Governor Kayode Fayemi argued that the Apex Court had no jurisdiction to hear the appeal on the grounds that the case before the court, as at the time it was heard, terminated at the appellate court. He argued that the former president of the appeal court, even though was accused of bias at the time, was also cleared by the National Judicial Council for any wrongdoing.
By virtue of the constitutional provision relevant as at then, that appeal in election petition matters governorship, should terminate at the Court of Appeal. Decisions, you don't make a distinction. Okay? And this case that we have done, our contention is that it falls within that category.
Although it's been 2 years since he was removed, Mr. Segun Oni is optimistic that the case will be decided in his favor. The case was adjourned to the 31st of May this year. Amaka Okafo, Channels Television News.